Evening all, and welcome back to the Kieran Climbing Racing Show, or the Karen Climbing Racing Show, as I got told by somebody who unusually watching it in subtitles yesterday. So hopefully it's come across as the Kieran Climbing Racing Show today, or my accent's just completely off. But yeah, this is my. I've going to have two videos tonight covering two anti-post selections for Cheltenham. The first one is probably a rerun of the one I gave on the Ginger Joe racing compilation, but I thought I'd go into it as my own first selection, and then I've got a second one which will come up in a separate video that I'm going to do shortly as well. But the first one is, and it comes in the Brown advisory, and I know everybody will be going, well, final demands 6-4, 7-4 is already past post, home and hosed, and so many people have said to me, just back it to this thing blind. Like, if you're tipping final man at 7-4 at this early stage, then fair play to you, but you're not telling anybody they don't know. So I've gone for a bit of a wild swing, as I always do. And it comes from the Henry de Bromhead stable. If you've already watched the other episode, then you'll know what it is. But it's 40 coats for the Henry de Bromhead stable. He's actually put it up recently as a dark horse to follow for the season. He's 50-1 for the Brown advisory. His profile reads he's a point-to-point winner, bumper winner. He's won twice over second 3 times over hurdles, twice at Navan and then at Punchestown, before being thrown into the deep end by Henry in the Turner's Novices Hurdle at the Cheltenham Festival, where I think he went off 125-1 that day. He was really not fancied at all. Wasn't fancied at all. Was out the back all the way around, and then coming down the hill, if you watch it coming down the hill, you've got Final Demand, the New Lion, the Yellow Clay, all going really, really well. Potter's Charm still going well at that point, and he's slightly being nudged along. 40 coats, you think, is he out of his depth here? But then as you turn in, you got the 3 in front, fair enough, they're all going well. But he's absolutely stayed on like a train down and come home really, really nicely to finish 4th in the end. Completely outrun his odds. He's only finished 9.5 lengths behind Final Demand in the end, compared to he was probably about that distance behind him coming down the hill, if not further. He looks a thorough stayer. He's going novice chasing this season. Henry's come out and said in his stable tour that he's going novice chasing. His words were, in fact, that he's just come back in. He's probably a couple of weeks off his first run. He probably is delighted with how he ran in the Turners. He's probably definitely goes novice chasing this season, and he looks a thorough stayer. So for me, this is the only route they're going to go to start with anyway. They're going to give him a beginner's chase. If he wins that, then this will definitely be the plan. Henry improves all his horses when they go chasing. You can list them off plenty for this. And at 50-1, I thought he was far too big to not to have a swing at these prices. I like going for the bigger prices. Like, I know the big price in the bin, but we'll go big anyway. 50-1, 40 coats in the Brown advisory. Obviously, he's also got the big Westerner. I think she will go here as well, but he potentially could have 2 runners in this race in a small field. 50-1. I'm not going to shy away from that. In the middle of November, we're going to have some of that. 2 that also were on my list for Henry de Bromhead. Obviously, you had Tap on the Go, who was a decent 4th in the Martin Pipe last year and got off the mark over fences, but he's had a setback, so I sadly potentially won't be seen for the rest of the season. And then Work Ahead, who obviously blew up in the Supreme after doing really well over the start of the season over novice hurdling. He's also had a bit of a setback and is likely to stay over hurdles. So 40 coats is the one. Henry seems to think he's got a decent staying chaser on his hands. And I'm not going to quibble at that with Henry. He's a very, very good operator with chasers. So 50-1, 40 coats for the Brown advisory is my first anti-post selection for the Cheltenham Festival. Thanks for listening, guys. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe to the channel. And and I will drop episode selection 2 very shortly. Thanks again for listening, and happy punting to you all.